Hello, welcome back to the reading of the poem of the Man God, written by Maria Valtorta, Volume 1. Chapter 73, Part 1 of Jesus at Bethlehem, in the Peasant's House, and in the Grotto. 8th January 1945. A stony, dusty, flat road, dried up by the summer sun. It runs alongside huge olive trees, all laden with small, newly formed olives. The ground, where it has not been trodden, is strewn with a layer of minute little olive flowers, which have fallen off after pollination. Jesus, with the 3 disciples, proceeds in single file along the edge of the road, where the grass is still green, protected by the shade of the olive trees, and consequently there is less dust. The road turns at a right angle, after which it climbs easily towards a large valley shaped like a horseshoe, on which numerous houses are strewn, forming a small town. At the right angle turn of the road, there is a square building surmounted by a little low dome. It is all closed up, as if it were abandoned. "That is Rachel's sepulchre," says Simon. "In that case, we have almost arrived. Are we going into town at once?" "No, Judas. I want to show you a place first. Then we will go into town. And since there is still clear daylight, and it will be an evening of moonlight, we will be able to speak to the people, if they will listen to us." "Do you think they will not listen to you?" They have reached the sepulchre, an ancient but well-preserved monument, well whitewashed. Jesus stops to drink at a rustic well nearby. A woman who has come to draw water offers him some. Jesus asks her, "Are you from Bethlehem?" "I am, but now at harvest time I live in the country here with my husband to look after the vegetable gardens and the orchards." "Are you a Galilean?" "I was born in Bethlehem, but I live at Nazareth in Galilee." "Are you persecuted too?" "The family is, but why do you say you too? Are there many people persecuted among Bethlehemites?" "Don't you know?" "What age are you?" 30. "Then you were born exactly when—" "Oh, what a calamity! But why was he born here?" "Who?" "The one they said was the Savior. Cursed be the fools who, drunk as they were, thought the clouds were angels, and the bleating and braying were voices from heaven. In the haze of drunkenness they mistook 3 miserable people for the holiest people on the earth. Cursed be they, and cursed be those who believe them." "But with all your cursing, are you not telling me what happened? Why are you cursing?" "Because, listen, where are you going?" "To Bethlehem with my friends. I have business there. I must visit some old friends and take them the greetings of my mother. But I would like to know many things before, because we have been away, we of the family, for many years. We left the town when I was only a few months old." "Before the catastrophe, then. Listen. If you do not loathe the house of a peasant, come and share our bread and salt with us, you and your companions. We will talk during supper, and I will put you all up for the night. My house is small, but above the stable there is a lot of hay all piled up. The night is clear and warm. If you want, you can sleep there. May the Lord of Israel reward your hospitality. I will be happy to come to your house. A pilgrim brings blessings with him. Let us go. But I have to pour 6 jars of water on the vegetables which have just come up, and I will help you." "No, you are a gentleman. Your behavior says so." "I am a worker, woman. This one is a fisherman. These 2 Judeans are well off and employed. I am not." And he picks up a jar, which was lying flat on its big belly near the very low wall of the well. He ties it to the rope and lowers it into the well. John helps him. Also the others wish to be as helpful, and they ask the woman, "Where are the vegetables?" "Tell us, and we will take the jars there." "May God bless you. My back is broken with fatigue. Come." And while Jesus is pulling up his jar, the 3 disciples disappear along a little path and come back with 2 empty ones, which they fill up and then go away. And they do not do that 3, but 10 times. And Judas, laughing, says, "She is shouting to herself, hoarse, blessing us. We have given so much water to her salad that the soil will be damp for at least 2 days, and the woman will not have to break her back." When he comes back for the last time, he says, "Master, I'm afraid we've been unlucky. Why, Judas? Because she has it in for the Messiah. I said to her, don't curse. Don't you know that the Messiah is the greatest grace for people of God? Yahweh promised him to Jacob, and after him to all the prophets, and the just people in Israel, and you hate him? She replied, not him, but the one whom some drunken shepherds and 3 cursed diviners from the east called Messiah. And since that is you, it does not matter. I know I am placed as a trial and contradiction for many. Did you tell her who I am? No, I am not a fool. I wanted to save your back and ours. You did well, not because of our backs, but because I wish to show myself when I think the time is right. Let us go. Judas leads him as far as the vegetable garden. The woman empties the last 3 jars, and she then takes him towards a rustic building in the middle of the orchard. Go in, she says. My husband is already in the house. They look into a low, smoky kitchen. Peace be to this house, greets Jesus. Whoever you are, may you and your friends be blessed. Come in, replies the man, and he takes out to them a basin of water, that they may refresh and clean themselves. Then they all go in and sit round a rough table. Thank you for helping my wife, she told me. I had never dealt with Galileans before, and I was told that they are rough and quarrelsome. But you have been kind and good. Although already tired, you work so hard. Are you coming from far? From Jerusalem. These 2 are Judeans. The other one and I are from Galilee. But believe me, man, you will find good and bad everywhere. That's true. The first time I have met Galileans, I found them to be good. Woman, bring the food. I have but bread, vegetables, olives, and cheese. I am a peasant. I am not a gentleman myself. I am a carpenter. What? You, with your manners? The woman intervenes. Our guest is from Bethlehem. I told you, and if his relations are persecuted, they were probably rich and learned, like Joshua of Ur, Matthew of Isaac, Levi of Abraham, poor people. You have not been questioned. Forgive her. Women are more talkative than sparrows in the evening. Were they Bethlehemite families? What? You do not know who they are, and you come from Bethlehem? We ran away when I was a few months old. The woman, who must be really loquacious, resumed speaking. He went away before the massacre. Ah, I see that. Otherwise he would not be in this world. Have you never been back? No, never. What a calamity. You will not find many of those Sarah said you want to meet and visit. Many were killed, many ran away, many, who knows, missing. And it has never been known whether they died in the desert or were killed in jail as a punishment for the rebellion. But was it a rebellion? And who would have remained inactive, allowing so many innocents to be slaughtered? No, it is unfair that Levi and Elias should be still alive when so many innocents are dead. Who are those 2, and what did they do? Well, at least you will have heard of the slaughter by Herod. Over 1,000 babies slaughtered in town, almost another 1,000 in the country, and they were all or almost all males, because in their fury, in the darkness, in the scuffle, the killers tore away from their cradles, from their mothers' beds, from the houses they assailed, also some baby girls, and they pierced them like sucking baby gazelles shot down by archers. Well, why all that? Because a group of shepherds who had obviously drank a huge quantity of cider to stand the intense night cold, in a frenzy of excitement, stated they had seen angels, heard songs, received instructions, and they said to us of Bethlehem, "Come, adore, the Messiah is born." Just imagine, the Messiah in a cave. In all sincerity, I must admit that we were all drunk, even I, then as an adolescent, also my wife, then only a few years old, because we all believed them. And in a poor Galilean woman we saw the Virgin Mother mentioned by the prophets. But she was with her husband, a rough Galilean. If she was the wife, how could she be the virgin? To cut a long story short, we believed gifts We believed. Gifts, worshiping, houses open to give them hospitality. Oh, they played their roles very well. Poor Anne, she lost her property and her life, and also the children of her oldest daughter, the only one left, because she was married to a merchant in Jerusalem. Lost all of their property because their house was burned down, and the whole holding was laid waste by Herod's order. Now it is an uncultivated field where herds feed. This has been a reading from The Poem of the Man God, written by Maria Valtorta, Volume 1, Chapter 73, Part 1, of Jesus at Bethlehem, in the Peasant's House, and in the Grotto. Thank you for listening. I will see you tomorrow. May God bless you, and may peace be with you.